Welcome everyone. Today I will show you how you can use Pandas to evaluate your trades in a backtest or your trades from your account statement. So I've prepared 7 points and let me quickly go through them. So we're going to calculate the biggest win or loss in our trade data set. Then we're going to have a look at how to calculate the average win or loss, then the win rate of your trading. Then we will calculate the reward to risk ratio. Then we will calculate the results by the order type, in which case the order type means buy or sell order. Then we're going to have a look at the results by the day of week, which is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and so on. And then I'll show you how to calculate the maximum absolute drawdown on your strategy. So let's get started. First, we're going to start with the import of our libraries. So we're going to import Pandas SPD, then plotly.express spx, and then ipython.display. So let's run this. And in order to start evaluating some trades, we first need some trades to evaluate. And what I've prepared for you guys is a backtest sample.csv, which I will share with you on my Discord channel. So let's open this file and see what it looks like. So here you see that the backtest sample.csv contains trade data, and there are the most important things that we need for the evaluation of the backtest. So we have the symbol, the volume, the order type, the open price, when the trade was closed, the close price, the profit, and then the cumulative profit. So I've prepared this data frame so we have everything set up, and we can straight jump to question number 1. So question number 1, how do we calculate the biggest win or loss in our trade data set? So the biggest win or loss can be found in the profit column, and we can simply take this profit column, right, and then use the max function to get the maximum value out of this series. And the same one works for the biggest loss, but we will just take the minimum value. So by doing that and running that, we see that this strategy here had the biggest profit of $1,572. And on the other hand, the biggest loss was minus 704. Now, jumping to question number 2, we want to calculate the average win or loss. So first what we need to do is we need to separate all the winning trades from the losing trades. And by doing that, we can simply apply a filter. So winning trades are all trades where the profit is greater than 0, right? And losing trades are all trades where profit is less than 0. So by running this and looking at the data frames that we're displaying here and here, we'll find that this data frame contains all profitable trades, and the second data frame contains all losing trades. So this and this is correct. And to calculate the average winner and loser, we can simply take our winning data frame, take the profit column, and using the mean function, we will get the average value. And the same can be applied for the average loss. So we just take loss trades, right? Take the profit column and apply mean to that. And as a result, we see that the average win was $372 and the average loss was minus 199. Going to point number 3, we want to calculate the win rate of our strategy. And here, the formula for the win rate is the number of profitable trades divided by the number of total trades. So to get a number of profitable trades, we can use our data frame that we've created previously with the win trades. So in this data frame, we have all the trades that were profitable. And to get the number of all winning trades, all we need to check is how many rows there are in this data frame, which would correspond to the number of trades in this data frame. And to get that, we can simply take the win trades data frame, and use dot shape 0, which returns the number of rows in the DF. So count rate is equal to winrates.shape, and we can apply the same logic to the count of total trades. So we just use the original DF with containing all the trades, and by taking shape 0, we get the count of total trades. So the win rate formula is here. So win rate is equal to count profit trades divided by count total trades. So by running this, we see that count profit trades is 246, count total trades is 631, so our win rate is 39%. So we see that this strategy is losing more often than winning, but is still able to generate profits, even though the win rate is less than 50%. So in point number 4, we want to calculate the reward to risk ratio. So to explain what this ratio is, it simply checks how much bigger are your winners compared to your losers. And the formula for the reward to risk ratio is taking the absolute value of your average win divided by the average value of your loss. So this is a very simple calculation. And in this case, our reward to risk is 1.87. So on average, we are making 1.87 times more on winners than on losers, which is a very good metric, right? So our winners are pretty big, which compensates the low win rate. So in point number 5, we want to check the results by order type. So the question here is, are buy orders more profitable than sell orders? And we can check it by using group by order type, and we will just sum the profit based on whether the order type is buy or sell. So let's run this. So we see that the output of DF by order type is this data frame here. So we see that buy orders have generated a profit of $9,303, whereas sell orders have generated $5,557. And by using Plotly, px.bar, we see on this bar chart that buy orders perform better than sell orders. But still, both order types are profitable, which is very nice to see. In point number 6, we are going to check the results by day of week. So is Monday more profitable or Friday more profitable? So we want to check the results by each day of week. And before we can do that, we first need to calculate a day of week column because we don't have it yet. So by using the close time that we have in our data frame, we can simply use .dt, .day of week, to get the day of week column. So what you see here is day of week 0 represents Monday, 1 represents Tuesday, and so on. So then we can use a similar method like previously. So using group by, we will group it by day of week, and we will sum the profits for each day. And as a result, we will get a bar chart that looks something like this. So on Monday, which is day of week is equal to 0, Mondays have generated $7,279. And we also see, for example, that Wednesdays, they lost money, right? So Wednesdays, they lost $1,467. Also Fridays, right? So this is a very nice way to see how your strategy performs on each day of week. So in this last point, I'm going to show you how you can calculate the absolute drawdown of a strategy. And how it works is we have to calculate the maximum achieved balance on a strategy. So the maximum would be calculated by taking the cumulative profit and using expanding.max, we will get the maximum value for the current period. So let's quickly run this to show you what it means. So if you look at this chart, the current max that we've calculated in the first line here is represented in this red curve here. So we see that this red curve always represents the maximum achieved balance up to that point, which is what expanding and max does. And the formula for drawdown is very simple. So we would just take the profit cumulative that we've calculated and we would subtract it with the current maximum. So if we scroll down here, this is the drawdown curve. So we're simply subtracting this current price, this current price with the currently achieved maximum. And on this chart here, we see, for example, that the biggest drawdown was achieved on December 22nd, 2022, which is approximately somewhere here, which is this point, right? And to get that value, so the maximum drawdown now would be the minimum value of this drawdown column that we've calculated. So this strategy overall had a maximum drawdown of minus 4,358.61 US dollars. So thank you guys for watching the video. You can download the Jupyter notebook with the backtosample.csv on my Discord channel. So you can get access to my Discord channel by visiting the link in the descriptions. If you have any questions, feel free to add the question on my Discord channel help section, and I'll be back with a video. Thank you.